So Terrell Owens and Chad Johnson or Ocho Cinco is what 85. That's what he was called himself. They was having a conversation, and Terrell Owens was discussing about his dating history and what was his origin story to his dating history. Let's review it.
My experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. When I started dating white girls, my first experience with white girls is when I went to college. I tried to date some black girls when I was in college. They did not like me. I was skinny. I was strong.
Right.
I was teased from high school, even to college. I got teased for being dark skinned.
Damn,
So
they tease you, cuz?
Yeah. So
That's actually a funny way he said that. I'm sorry. Like, I know, listen, all us dark skinned people have been teased, whether you male or female. We all have been called some sort of name, but just the way he said that, like, he was just so shocked to hear something like that. Come on now. He know the way he was teased too.
there was a lot of self-esteem issues.
Right.
No, I'm being dead honest. So when I got my opportunity, when my first experience with a white girl, I'm like, okay, it wasn't bad, but that wasn't. I just totally gravitated to white girls after that.
Right.
That wasn't the situation. So again, my experiences with black women growing up wasn't so good. So, but that still didn't deter me from still dating or pursuing black girls. Right. So my thing now is because I know there's the stigma, the stereotypical of athletes, to go off and make money, this and that, and date the opposite color, opposite race. But for me now, where I am, it's not even about color. It's not even about race. For me, it's about somebody that I have some chemistry with, good energy, and I get a good vibe with. Right. That's where I am. Like I said, we all want somebody that's attractive.
Right.
You know what I mean? Aesthetics going to play a big part in it. Anybody that says, "Oh, well, I don't care what the person looks like," that's a lie. That's a lie. We all want somebody that we can roll over and wake up to. That's, you know what I mean, that looks pleasing to the eye. Everybody's experiences have been different. For me, when I grew up, I was in my high school pretty much is 50. I don't know what percentage black, white, but I lived in a black neighborhood. So at the end of the day, I attempted to date black girls. When I was younger, I wasn't as handsome as I am now. I didn't have this beautiful smile as I had as I have now.
You hit puberty.
Right. I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
And when I bloomed, boy, did I bloom.
All right. So basically what he's saying is he was teased and he was clowned because, in our community, we do believe in clowning you. And I guess when he started dating the white females, they wasn't clowning him. They wasn't teasing him. They was actually not ridiculing him for being dark skinned. I guess they like his dark skin. And so I guess he kind of gravitated more toward them. And I've heard that story quite often. But at the same time, in those colleges, they recruit, a lot of these athletes to D1 universities. It's usually PWIs. PWIs mean predominantly white institutions. They're not recruited to HBCUs. They're not like that. So if you take, a brother and you send him to the University of Nebraska, right? Or you take a brother and you send him to Oregon University, you know what I'm saying? He gonna have way more exposure to white females at Oregon than he would if he went to the University of Georgia. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. And then what the lot of sisters don't pay attention to is that the white females she's on a mission. She like, okay, where's the brother at? Oh, he gonna be the athlete? He a D1 athlete? Okay, let me holler at him. Let me get my relationship with him freshman year. By the time she's sticking with him all through it, he may be struggling or whatever. Now, I know athletes now can get NIL deals now where they can make millions of dollars. But let's say back in Terrell Owens' time, if you was a college athlete, you were playing for a scholarship. You wouldn't getting NIL deals like they do today. So let's say Becky get with somebody like Terrell Owens. She got that money. And she out there, hey, I'm going to use my daddy's credit card. Come on, I'll buy you some clothes. Or I'll do this. Or I'll help you with your schoolwork. Or I'll do that. And because Becky is investing into someone like Terrell, just mentioned this like him, early. And she's sticking with him, not doing a freaking thing. And then by the time he gets to the NFL draft, she right there. And you're like, why in the world? But you don't know, when he was a freshman in college, she already zeroed in on him. Now, that don't happen a whole lot, unfortunately, in our community. Why? Because the older women told the younger women, you have time. You don't want to get married too young. That's too early for you. They thinking that, oh, I can just have fun and I'll get married later. I'll get married when I'm 30, 32. I'll get married then. I'm not worried about any of that. And then when Becky comes there, she's on the hunt while you playing. That's what happens. It's a reality. And it's not just Becky. It's Maria too. She on the hunt too. And it's not just Maria. It's Sue Lynn. You know, she's on the hunt too. I'm just saying, a lot of them is on the hunt. It ain't like it used to be. So when you see these brothers in college, whether they athletes or whatever, get them brothers early. Get them early. Because if you don't, I'm telling you, somebody else is going to try to scoop them up. And we got to stop this in our community of ridiculing each other about our skin tones and features and all that other stuff, because it's called what it is. It's hurtful. It is hurtful. Listen, if another group of people call you a name by your skin tone or your features, we don't care about that. That doesn't sting us like that, it does when someone in our own community do it. That's why we got to get away with calling people names like that. It's so dumb. And it's lasting because it's supposed to be coming from a family member. We all family in the black community, right? It's supposed to be coming from a family member. Usually if your children or your wife or husband tell you something hurtful, it will actually hurt you versus someone outside your house that say the same thing. We don't care. You're like, forget them or whatever, right? So just let's be mindful of that. But let me know what y'all think about Terrell Owens. I know some of them are going to say, oh, it's just an excuse. And you hear them saying this excuse, 9 times out of 10, they can't listen to anything that's being said. They can't learn anything. And a lot of them not in a good position anyway when they say that's an excuse, that's what he want to do. No, the man telling his story, every time a black man tells his story like that, he's always dismissed. But when Dabessa tell her story, nobody dismisses her.